welcome or welcome back. So for today's video we of course have my TBR jar picks my June TBR. If you were to ask me how my May TBR went, it didn't go according to plan. I actually didn't read any of my May TBR, which I don't think I've ever done. I feel like I at least normally get 2 to 3 of the 6 books I normally pick every month. Something weird happened in May. I didn't read anywhere near what I usually read. I got into a little bit of a slump. I then have been really ill. I'm literally just getting over being sick, so we're kind of in the process of getting back on everything. But yeah, I'm really hoping we can have a lot more success with our June TBR, because I feel like, I don't know what it was, none of my May TBR was calling to me, and because I was getting into a slump, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. So let's hope we have a more successful June. I feel like we're getting a little bit low on the prompts at the minute, so I feel like we do need to replenish this maybe for July. But all of that being said, let's go for our first prompt. So our first one, okay, this is really perfect for June. It says set on vacation. Do I know of any books that I have that are set on vacation? Currently, no, but there must be. Do you know what, it's probably more likely going to be a romance, which my romances are more over this side of my room. Set on vacation. Is this one? Guys, this one is actually set on a vacation, and I'm pretty sure this was actually in my May TBR and I never got round to it, but I'm definitely feeling more of a summer? I'm more of a romance summer. I feel like all I want to be doing when it's warm, especially in the UK at the minute, it's been very hot, all I've wanted to do is read summer romances. And this one says, bookseller Thea never thought she'd meet her best friend through her ex-husband, but that's exactly how she ended up with Alex, a world-renowned chef and single dad who charms everyone he meets. They vowed that romance would never ruin their friendship, and 2 years later they are inseparable. So much so that when their exes invite them both on a family beach vacation, Alex's daughter and Thea's dog in tow, they reluctantly agree. Theirs didn't start as a love story, but as blistering beach days melt into slow golden evenings, Thea and Alex find themselves confronting feelings that might just lead them to the place they never expected, a happy ending. Guys, this sounds perfect for June. So I think this was on May's TBR. We didn't get around to that, but I feel hopeful that we'll get this read in June. So our next prompt. Oh my god, guys, why am I getting all the perfect ones for like romances? Small town. I don't know if you can see that. It never really focuses on the prompt, so this does say small town. Small town, okay. This is perfect for another one. Again, I feel like all of my ones that would be small town are behind me. I do really want to get to this one, but I don't know if this is small town. I also really want to get to this one. Right, two are really calling my name, but I don't know if they're. I think this one might be St. New York. Okay, but this one. Oh, see, they meet in New York, so I feel like maybe these are both set. I've got, sorry, I didn't even tell you guys what ones. We've got Writers and Lovers by Lily King and 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. I feel like these two are really high on my priority. So I'm going to quickly Google and see if these are set in a small town, because, I mean, it doesn't say on the back of these. So is 7 Days in June set in a small town? Okay, yeah, 7 Days in June is set in New York. Let's see about, I love a New York setting though. Set in a small town. Yeah, again, this is like in Boston. So I really do want to try and get Writers and Lovers or 7 Days in June in the TBR, because I feel like June TBR, 7 Days in June, that just works. But okay, for now, that does not fit the prompt. So we're going back. What do we have? Is this one? I feel like maybe this one, or maybe this one. Ooh, so we've got Romantic Hero by Kirsty Greenwood. Let's see. Oh, this one I think actually comes out in June, because this is the arc. So I feel like this is a sign that I'm going to just Google it again, because I feel like we're going to be sat here a while. Here's Romantic Hero by. I don't think it actually says. Okay, I actually think Romantic Hero is set in a small town. The other option is Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance by Alison Espach, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. But this one is the same author as The Wedding People, which I really, really enjoyed last year. So let's just see if this one is as well. Okay, it is. Now I've got two options. Which one do I want? I feel like I really do want to read Romantic Hero because that comes out in June, and I really loved The Love of Your Afterlife by this author. But this one has also been calling my name. I love a lit fic at the minute, and I love her writing. I loved The Wedding People, and I feel like because we have a pure romance, maybe this one would be a good one to like change up the vibe a bit. So I think hopefully we'll get Romantic Hero in another prompt. For now it's going to sit here. But I think we'll do Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance. And if you didn't know what this one about, it says, Sally Holt has always been mystified by things her older sister Kathy seems to have been born knowing. Kathy has answers for all of Sally's questions about life, about love, and about Billy Barnes, the high school basketball star who runs the refreshment stand at the local pool. Billy's unfathomable, otherworldly cool puts him on a totally different planet. A tragedy leaves Sally's life forever intertwined with his. Opening in the early 90s and charting almost 2 decades of shared history and missed connections, Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance is a dazzlingly unconventional love story that brims with unexpected moments of joy. So I feel like this is going to be an emotional one, but a really good one. And if it's anything like The Wedding People, I'll be having a good time. So, our third prompt. Oh, I hate this prompt. Okay, we have lowest rated. Okay, the only way I've been able to do this before is on Goodreads. Now I will say my Goodreads is not up to date with, like my want to read on Goodreads is not up to date with all the books on my TBR. So I'm not too sure how it's gonna go, but we'll see what comes up. I have a feeling I know what's gonna come up because I think I've done this before. Average rating, here we go. And if it is the one I'm thinking of, I have had it on my TBR before. Yeah, so the first one that comes up is The List by Yomi. I have no idea how you pronounce her last name, sorry. This one. This is the lowest rated. I've had this on my TBR before and I haven't read it, so I'm like, I don't know what, maybe I will just put this on here because I do kind of feel like this could be fun for a summer read. Because it's not a strictly romance, but it sounds like a lit fic, general fiction kind of vibe. I feel like it could be quite fun. This one is about a girl called Ola, who's a high-profile journalist and is marrying the love of her life in 1 month's time. She and her fiancé seem to have it all. That is until one morning when they wake up to both the same message. Oh my god, have you seen The List? It began as a list of anonymous allegations about abusive men. Now it's been published online. Ola made her name breaking exactly this type of story, but today Michael's name is on there. So I think this one, I mean, the fact that it's lowest rated doesn't give me the biggest hope, but I feel like it's a unique and interesting premise, and I feel like I have had this on my TBR for a long time, so I'm going to go for it and I'm going to try and attempt to read it. I've also just noticed that my SD card's about to run out of storage, so I'm going to quickly clear that and then I'll be back. Okay. We're back. So let's get into our fourth prompt. Fourth prompt, yep. Oh my god, okay, we have shortest on TBR. I wouldn't even know where to start, but immediately these two are still right next to me, and these are quite short. I don't think they're going to be the shortest. Where does this go? Right, this goes literally right at the end of the book, okay. So this one is 324. This one is 325, so far Rice and Lovers is the lowest, the shortest, and this one looks quite short. This is 4 Seasons in Japan. Honestly, I don't even know why I picked this up. 326, 1 page over. I don't know why I picked that one up. I feel like I was trying to change up my usual reading taste. I don't know what that one is about either. Okay, this one is the lowest. This is 292. This is a Halloween, like this is a spooky vibe. So it's really not going with the current theme of summer, but it's fine. Are there any? Oh, I know exactly what book. This is 100% the shortest. Or this. So we have Tuesdays with Maury, which I do really want to read. And this one is 192, or I Who Have Never Known Men. What did I say? I actually can't remember what Tuesdays with Maury was. Was it 192? 192 is 190. So we have our winner. This is going to be the 4th book, sorry, on the TBR, and that is I Who Have Never Known Men. This one is really interesting. Obviously, I feel like this is I don't know if it's a classic or not, but I feel like everyone's been reading it recently. I'm really intrigued to read it. It's obviously very short, so I feel like this is a fun one to read, like if I'm just not doing anything for a day. So this one says, deep underground, 39 women live imprisoned in a cage. Watched over by guards, these women have no memory of how they got there, no notion of time, and only vague recollections of their lives before. As the burn of electric light merges day into night and the numberless years pass, a young girl, the 40th prisoner, sits alone and outcast in the corner, but soon she will show herself to be the key to the others' escape and survival in the strange world that awaits them above. This sounds really, really interesting. So, that is our 4th book. I need a drink of water. So, our 5th prompt. I feel like I'm really enjoying this TBR. Like, I want to read all these books right now. A book that's won an award. Okay. What do we mean by award exactly? Okay. Guys, I'm so desperate to get one of these books on. I'm actually going to Google if either of these have won an award. I know I'm still screen recording. Am I? No. But I mean, this one, Tuesdays with Maury, maybe it might have won an award. I would love to put Romantic Hero, but obviously it's not even out yet, so we know that's not the case. Has Writers and Lovers won any awards? No, it hasn't. Okay. Has 7 Days in June won any awards? It has not. Okay, so they're both out. Let's try Tuesdays with Maury. Oh, it did. It won. Oh wait, the television adaptation won awards. Did the book win the awards though? Anyway, so. I think it was the film though. Okay, no, the book hasn't. Okay. Right, what may have won? The Women by Chris and Hannah. I think that might win an award. Maybe. I don't everyone talk about this book. Women by. Oh, okay, yes, it has. This one has won awards. Okay, are there any others I'd like to try before I set myself on this one? I do kind of want to get to Golden Sun, which is the 2nd book in the Red Rising series, so I'm going to check that one. It has! It won Audiobook of the Year and it also won the Goodreads. Whoa, one of my books just moved on its own. It has also won a Goodreads award. So I feel like that's enough for me, because I do really want to get round to the women, but I feel like I really need to be in the right mindset and just kind of like choose when to read this. But this one I really want to get to, and I really want to just like get through this series. So I'm going to do Golden Sun by Piers Brown. So our last and final prompt. Also, I'm not going to go into what Golden Sun is about, because obviously it's the 2nd book, so we're not going to go into that one. Okay, a book with stars on the cover. Right, immediately we're looking at the ones that I want, but none of them have stars on the cover, because that would just be... Oh wait! Guys, do they count as stars? Can you see? Like these little things. Oh, do they count as stars? Because I do think they do in my head. Guys, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to put Romantic Hero, because I would say that classes as stars. And also, when does this come out in June? I don't know when this comes out in June, but I would like to read it before if I can. So I think we're going to go Romantic Hero. So we have the 6 books on our June TBR. I'm really happy with the books we've got. I feel like this is a great June TBR. I feel like it fits the vibe of the weather, and it gives me like a good amount of room, if that makes sense. Because I feel like I'm not in a huge fantasy vibe right now, so I feel like I've got a lot of, obviously these 4 mainly are a lot more like romance lit fic vibes, so I feel like they'll do very well. So I'm going to quickly run through. Obviously first up we have Happy Ending, by Chloe Lees, I believe. Then we have Notes on Your Sudden Disappearance by Alison Espach. Then we have The List by Yomi Adegoke. I really don't know how to pronounce that, I'm so sorry, but I feel like I would just butcher it. So this one. Then we have I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman. Then we have A Golden Sun by Piers Brown. And then last but not least, we have A Romantic Hero by Kirsty Greenwood. I'm so excited to read these, and I feel like having a June TBR, one that I'm actually excited about, is really going to help me get back into reading, because as I said, I have been in a bit of a slump. I've been quite ill. Don't know if you can tell by my voice, I'm literally just getting over it. So my voice is still a little bit iffy. I'm still not like 100% yet, but this is really going to pick up the vibe, I think, and just like make me excited to read again. So that is everything on my June TBR. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if you've read any of these. Subscribe, all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, hopefully I will see you again in the next one.